It's Stu. We are now in 1967 and Lost in Space Season 3 has just started. Now at this stage, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea was still going strong, but the time tunnel had just been axed. When Time Tunnel was axed, Irwin Allen simply started another series, Land of the Giants. Land of the Giants was in production when Lost in Space Season 3 was in production. A trademark of Irwin Allen TV and cinema is showmanship, energy, and gusto. Well, guess what? All of those things came to Lost in Space Season 3 and they were welcomed with open arms. Remember the 1980s TV series Dallas, when they made a whole lot of mistakes in one season, so when they came back in the next season, they made out that the last season was all a bad dream. There is a touch of that with Lost in Space. However, I would not go as far as saying that Lost in Space Season 2 was a bad dream. Just, it was a bit sort of clunky. But thankfully, Season 3, things have picked up. Lost in Space had finally picked up and was in space with the Jupiter 2. Now, over the decades, I have made an estimated 100 viewings of Condemned of Space. Why is that so? This episode, in my opinion, represents two things. One, improvement, and two, getting your act together after you've done something pretty stupid, which basically explains Season 2. I'm sure Irwin Allen was more involved in some episodes more than others. I have no documented proof, but I personally think Irwin Allen was more involved in Condemned of Space than previous episodes from Season 2. It just has his familiar touch to it. The energy, the gusto, the general look of it, the feel of it, the sharp dialogue, the action. This feels like Irwin Allen, and that's why I like it so much. Over the decades, I've seen this episode reviewed by so many people, and they all seem to say the same thing. Oh, a supernova couldn't do that, that's all wrong. Oh, a comet could never do that, that's all wrong. They seem to be focused on those sort of things when they should be focusing on the John Williams music cues, the general presentation, the showmanship. That's what Irwin Allen was all about. This is not Star Trek. I love Star Trek. I absolutely love Star Trek, but this is another ball game. This is all about fun, entertainment. There is no great deep message. That's Lost in Space. Do you have it now? Thank you. So as previously mentioned, Time Tunnel had been axed, so Irwin Allen in all his wisdom just put all the Time Tunnel props into Lost in Space. On the left-hand side, John Robertson is looking at computer banks from Time Tunnel. On the right-hand side, Don West is looking at something that was used in a Time Tunnel episode called Raiders from Outer Space. The Jupiter 2 has landed on a prison ship, and we even have Robby the robot as the guard. Unfortunately, Robby the robot does not talk, which is a definite negative. I personally think one of Robby the robot's best guest appearances was in the 1970s series Arc 2. The second half of the episode is about this prisoner in front of you, and frankly, I'm not too big on this particular actor, so that is a sort of a negative about the episode. The first 20 minutes of this episode is absolutely mind-blowing. Condemned of Space is a great example of how you can save a TV series that has sort of nosedived. Stu from Australia, signing out.